Welcome to Tarot Tuesday for the week of August 25th. This is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising. Take what resonates, and if this reading doesn't speak to you, go check out your other two signs videos for deeper messages. So Gemini, we are here at fellow Mercury-ruled sign Virgo season, and Mercury, your ruling planet, their ruling planet, is also moving into Virgo. So grounding, that communication, anything you're trying to get in order, your ducks in a row, this is a good time to do it, as there's also a conjunction with Mercury and the Sun on the 27th. The day before, we have our lunar eclipse in Pisces. It's also a full moon. So that eclipse that we had on the 12th opened up some doors, some ideas in your brain. And now this closing eclipse is about how are you going to take those steps, but also what do you need to let go so that you can open up the pathways that you need to. Yeah, that's the big energy we got going on this week. And so to meet it, I'm using the Maps deck because honesty is the best policy here. And these are my bluntest cards. So let's see what we got going on for Gemini. Stuck in the mud. Look at that. Which is not a bad thing. This is saying that, you know, with the hustle bustle culture that we're pushing these days, and like I've been saying, it's back to school time, quarterly times, trying to get things going. Stuck in the mud is telling you, Gemini, fuck off. You know, we don't need to do shit we don't want to do. And this is time to really, feel into your body. We're in Earth sign season. So this is you feeling how your ruling planet works in that sign, in that earth element versus air, which air is a lot more on that intellectual side of getting things done. This is about grounded, actually tangibly being in your body, getting things done. And sometimes you need to rest, equally as important as all the actions that you take. Because you got making choices reverse. So Gemini, again, taking action right now. Because one thing that I was questioning is like, is manifesting during this eclipse season moment the best idea? No, we're being shown what is there for us. This is not necessarily best action taking time. If you have a decision to make, Gemini, if you can put it off another week, that would be great. If you could not, this is you just having to live with the consequences of your actions, yeah? Ooh, Sacred Pool reverse. This eclipse is throwing you through the loops. And so Sacred Pool reverse, Gemini, is there a depth within you that you have been afraid of looking at, Gemini? Have you been going through the motions of life, rolling with all of the punches, and not actually stopping to integrate all of the actions that you've taken? And Gemini, this is the stuck in the mud. Everything that's happening right now is asking you to just sit with yourself and be still. Find the stillness in the sacred pool. Dive into the depths of your waters, that emotional undertone that you probably don't feel like frolicking in as much as, say, the water signs do. Gemini, this is really asking you to sit with yourself and dive into the depths of what it is that really like soothes you in life, but also drives you in life. What is that undercurrent of what makes you tick? Yeah, wow. Rescue, outcome. So rescue as the outcome is not saying that you need rescuing necessarily. This is saying that, Gemini, right now is the time to stop, reflect on everything that has happened. And yes, if you do have things that you don't know how to work around, start to just speak it out into the space. You might get an answer. You might get an answer from your own higher guidance within you if you figure out a good way to meditate and quiet yourself into those sacred pools. Or you could be voicing it out into, say, a group of friends, colleagues, and a reflection comes That is the answer that you need in the moment. So Gemini, of all the things happening right now, the most soothing thing I think you can do is to get into that sacred pool space. So either quiet meditation. So I would say if you can meditate without sound, because there are people who, you know, choose guided meditations that tell you what to do, where to put your thoughts. This is saying, Gemini, just turn off all of the surrounding noise. Turn off the noise as much as you can so that you can take action from a place that has, you know, no outside influence. Like, this is purely you, purely your sacred water communication. Yeah. And also, if you do find water soothing, I'd even say if you know how to find a float tank place near you where it's like a deprivation chamber, that kind of situation could be what you need. I will say for me, I had to pee the whole time, so I did not find it that grounding. But I mean, you know, to each their own. Or just finding water, that sacred pool could be, you know, your apartment pool or your house pool. If that's all you have, if you can actually get to a natural body of water, that would be great. Maybe even a waterfall could be where you find your sanctuary and where you find whatever it is that you are stuck on here. Yeah, that is what the Enchanted Maps has for you. But yeah, to tap into some more waters, because yeah, this is a Pisces full moon, Pisces lunar eclipse. We are going to go to the Healing Waters Oracle. So let's see what Gemini needs to soothe those waters right now. Wow. Ooh. Here we go. Into the unknown. Into the unknown. Underworld, depth, courage, facing your fears. And so that's one of the biggest things for you right now, Gemini, is that you are potentially facing this stuck energy because you don't know where to go, and don't let fear overtake you. Settle into the space. Be able to find stillness and comfort in the void. That is going to help you move through this energy of right now. So Gemini, while we are social, communal creatures, right now you are being asked to find that quiet self-time. Yeah, that is what I have for you this week, Gemini. I hope that helps. I do hope that you do find a way to tap into these waters and find the respite in the unknown, quiet spaces. And I'll see you next time. Bye.